Okay, here we are. We have the first problem in the assessment system staring at us that says, click on this link and some file will come down and you are to put it on your USB stick. Let's look on the left screen here where my mouse is. There is the USB stick I intend to put it on. Let's check this stick. First, let me right click on the stick and ask for properties. Properties. Okay. Here are its properties. So this is a 16 gigabyte stick, and apparently about 2.5 gigs are already used up for something. So this certainly is not an empty stick. So now I'm going to have to do something about it. I need to clear it out. Okay, let's see what we can do there. So I'm just going to say okay on this. I'm going to open up the stick. And I'm going to just delete everything. So I'm just going to do, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do a Control A, highlighting all the files. Then I'm going to right click. Oops, that didn't work. Let's do that again. Control A. Let me go up here to edit and let's see, delete. Now it's preparing. So let me just pause the video while it's getting rid of all of these things. Okay, so here we are back, and now our version 3.2.1, which is drive letter H, is basically empty. Let me click on that thing and get the properties and bring the results into view here. So there you see, now it's an empty USB drive. So we'll just say okay there. And now what you're reading up here when you do this problem will be slightly different. The issues with the name of the folders have been resolved, so this is no longer needed. And it'll probably say Git R version 2 or something along those lines. Anyway, what you do next is you click on this, and as you can see, what's going on down here is it's downloading something. It says it's going to take 40 seconds. So let me pause the video while that one finishes up. So here we are, partway into the download. If you look down here in this area, it says I still have 15 minutes to go, and I've been doing this for at least 15 minutes now, so I'll pause the video again. It's been about 40 minutes, and here we are counting down the last few seconds. And it appears that it'll tell me it's downloaded or something. So let's see what it does. 0 seconds left. So here's the next phase of what we have to do. We have to take the file that got downloaded and stick it in that USB drive. So let me right click on this and see what happens. It says show it in folder. Yes, that's what I want to do. So I'll show it in folder, and that folder that it's in is right here. Let's see, what was it called? It's called class files. Now let's just try that again. Oops. Show it in the folder. There it is. Okay, what I want to do is I want to edit. I want to cut that file. I don't want it there anymore. I need to put it into that other folder. So I cut it. Now I have it in the clipboard. And let me go back here to here and say edit, paste. And now it is copying that file in there. So while that occurs, I am going to pause the video. Okay, here we are back and it is copied. Let me clean up a couple of these things we no longer need, like that folder. And so there we see it. Now the last thing we want to do is unzip it in place. There it is at the top or at the root of this folder, and I'm just going to double click it. And I am going to tell it to extract, and I'm going to extract it to h:/. That's the root of h, which is where we're supposed to do it. So now I say OK, and while that occurs, we will pause the video. Here we are about halfway through the unzipping process. As you can see right here, it's going to take about 3 hours for this whole process to complete, so I'll put it on pause again. Okay, here we are again. It is now finished, and we see what we have. Let me finish up. I'll close this link, and I'll tell the program that I did what was asked, and close this. And lastly, let's test that this thing is actually working. I'm just going to double click the r.bat batch file and see if it brings up R. Let's try that again. Well, it did, but it did it on the other screen. Here, let me drag it over here so you too can see it, and expand it out on this window. And there's R running. In order to stop R, I can just say File, Exit, and tell it no for that, and we're out. Okay, that's it.